Alright, this is episode 2 of my AU lore rambling series thing, so, no one goes time, let's get into it. Number 1. When Oliver escaped to Sodor in 1967, British Railways' plan to ban steam traction came to full light. The Northwestern Railway, being mostly having steam engines in their fleet, sought to separate from BR to prevent them from being scrapped. And after a very lengthy legal battle and some heated protests, the Sodor Railway Preservation Act, or better known as Oliver's Act, was passed in 1968. The NWR was once again its own entity and officially preserved, and Manchester will become their final terminus on the mainland. But it was only a few months after the passing of the act that BR would put its steam engine ban into full effect. Number 2. After getting the railway officially preserved, Sir Charles Topham Hatt sought out more sources of income to keep the railway afloat. In 1969, he struck up a deal with the Skarloey Railway to build a mine that would be serviced by both railways. Boulder Quarry began construction in the same year, but after the boulder at the site became dislodged from its perch and wreaked absolute havoc on the site in 1970, the project was abandoned, and plans eventually shifted to building a wharf at Valesbridge, which would open in 1973. Number 3. Bertram is an 080 tank engine built by the Mid-Soda Railway in the 1880s, around the same time as Duke, and it was built using a small England kit as a guide and eventually given the bunker and extra wheels to become a tank engine. It was mostly stationed at the mine that mined gold for shunting duties, and often saw the Farquhar engines as the mine was served by both railways. But when the Mid-Soda Railway and associated mines closed in 1941, Bertram was left at the now abandoned mine. It wasn't until 1976, when Toby stumbled upon the mine with the Hatt family, that Bertram was restored along with the mine. The NWR and the SKR collaborated to restore the gold mine as a tourist exhibit, and Bertram became its main operator. Pretty happy ending. Number 4. The MSR closed in 1941 as it was heavily damaged during a bombing raid in World War II. Some other engines, notably Smudger, were unfortunately killed during this blitz. Although the track bed interestingly remained relatively in good shape for many years until the Skarloey Railway bought up most of its land to expand in the 60s. Number 5. In 1937, the Northwestern Railway built the first of its new goods engine class, a 480 tender engine class. The first one being number 5809 Rampage, and she looked very similar to most LMS designs, but proved incredibly successful at handling the goods work. A few more of the class were built, but building of the class ceased when World War II began in 1939. And as of 1973, 2 of the class are currently preserved, with 5809 being one of them. Number 6. Bell was built in 1950 as British Railways number 42069.
Nice.
And she became the banking engine at Wellsworth in 1965 after her service life ended on the mainland. In 1968, after the railway was preserved, she was repainted into a special indigo livery which would go to all the Northwestern Railway's banking engines. Pretty cool livery, I like it.